Hi, and welcome back to Craft Along with Jay. And if you're new, welcome. My name is Yara, and I'm so happy you could join me today. Today is day 6 of the 12 days of Christmas, and the theme today is gingerbread. The hosts are Brenda from Rustic and Lace DIY and Jackie from Crafting in Mimi's World. And don't forget to check out that playlist down in my description box once you're done with this video. So today's project, I am going to use two of those little um, terracotta pots and two of the little plates that typically go under it. We're gonna paint them with, what is it? Waverly Shark paint and hazelnut. And don't forget, it's two of each. I'm just showing you one right here. And then we're gonna paint everything except for the inside of the terracotta pot, but we will paint the inside of the little plate here. And I'm giving it 2 coats both, just to get complete coverage. And it dries pretty quickly on the terracotta pots. So I can give it a second coat like right away. That's how quickly it dries. And I do also do the bottom of the pot right here, the flower pot. And then I'll leave it to dry completely. Then we're going to use some apple red and some black. And I'm going to use this white fabric paint, puff paint. And we're going to make little faces on our terracotta pots right here. And I'm going to use the end of a paintbrush right here to make the black part of the eyes. And what I do to one pot here, I'll do to the other one as well. And I'm just making sure I have enough paint on my brush, the tip of my brush, but not too much that it becomes smeared. So I'm kind of just taking my time with it right here. Then once that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, I'm not even sure I know what I'm doing right here. I'm using another paintbrush. Okay, so I'm making the nose. I'm using another paintbrush right here that's a bit smaller to make a red nose on both of them, and I'm doing that the same way that I did the eyes, but just with a smaller brush. So I'm using the tip of the brush just to get it nice and round. And then I'm going to go ahead with a very fine paintbrush right here, and I'm going to make a mouth. And I do the same thing on the other one as I do on this one right here. And I'm just being careful so it's not going to smear on me. I'm known for that. If I'm not being too careful, or some of it is going to get a thicker line than another one. So I'm trying to do my due diligence here. But if you make a mistake, it's easy just to go back over with some of the hazelnut paint and cover it up and start fresh. No biggie. And then once that's dry, I'm going to make some eyelashes. Yeah. One of them gets eyelashes and the other one gets some eyebrows. So that way it kind of looks like a he and a she. So, but this one is getting the eyelashes. I think I got an even smaller paintbrush for this one. And just very carefully and very slowly, I'll make a little lash. I think I make 3 on each side. I'm sure taking my time, aren't I? There should be absolutely no mistakes on this one, that's for sure. All right, so once we got that taken care of, I'm going in with some white with an even smaller paintbrush, and I'm still using the tip, and we're going to get in the white in the eyes. Yeah, just a little dot on each one of them. And again, what I do to this one, I'll do the same to the other one. I think the only difference were the eyelashes and the eyebrows. And then also the female one will get some rosy cheeks. And then when we got that done, this is where, so, yeah, I think this is why I'm making some eyebrows. And I do think here I made a mistake. I'm going to cover it up with some hazelnut, I believe. I don't know if I'm showing it or not. Oh, yeah, I am. So, yeah, like I said, it's easy to cover up if you make a mistake and start over. Very good example right here. Just need to make sure you let it dry completely before you go back in and fix it. And here I'm using, I think it's ballet pink, and I'm going to make some rosy cheeks. And again, I'm using the tip of a paintbrush right here. Maybe I'm making cheeks on both of them. Yeah, no, I made rosy cheeks on both of them. And now I'm going to go in and make the little icing designs at the bottom of our terracotta pots here, and then also around the rim of the terracotta dish or plate, or whatever you call them. And once I get the zigzagging all the way around, I just go in with the paintbrush again, the tip of a paintbrush, and I'm just making some dots along the curves around the pot here. So I guess I'll do the zigzagging first. So it has a little moment to dry before I go in and make the little dots. Yeah. Oh no, I'm not even. Okay, yeah, I thought I was making, using a paintbrush. I am. I think I was trying not to, but I didn't trust myself, so we're gonna go in with a brush. And then I'll do the same design on the rim of the plates right here. Yeah, I'm just trying to put them on top so I kind of get a feel for how much is visible. So I'm just going to do the whole side here. Then I'm going to make the dots as well. And I'll do the same thing on the other one. Now you could totally glue these pots on top of the terracotta pots, um, just to make sure they don't tip or anything like that. I didn't. I just put them on because they're going to be on a shelf for, we don't have any little kids here. Nobody's going to be touching them. And I'm not using real candles. I'm using these little battery operated LED candles right here. So I didn't glue them on here, but if you have little kids or any animals that can get up around it, dog tail or a cat, I would totally glue them down if you were to use real candles. But I'm not doing that here. So I felt pretty sure that mine will be safe like they are. The only thing that would happen is if they got knocked over and they would break, but where my plan is to put them, it won't happen. And here I'm just decorating them with some pine cones, and I got some of these berry pick garland things. And I'm just gonna, yeah, measure to make sure I had enough of a circle to go around the candle, and I'm gonna wrap it around itself 3 times, I believe it is. And I do that for, yeah, I'm showing you right here 3 times. Then I'll cut it, and then I will just twist that around so all 3 rings will be held in place. And you do that just wrapping it around. And then, you know what I make for one, I'll make the same thing for the other one. Yep, like so. And they turned out absolutely super cute. Look at them. Let me know what you think. I think they're darling. And here they are with no lights in them, and here they are with lights. Don't forget to check out that playlist and also subscribe, like, and comment. I would really appreciate it. Until next time.